Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sunday, where we sail the Sunless Sea with me, Bardon, and in the company of Madame Jewel. Now we almost lost our ship last time around, so we're going to have to be a bit more careful with our sailings in the future. But let's get rid of these guys to start. Let's collect our messages. Okay, then let's visit London. Okay, so let's see what we're going to get in terms of some money. Let's pass on to strategic information. We got 150 echoes for that, which is brilliant because it's going to help to pay for the repairs to our hull. Okay, then we're going to try this as well, just to get ourselves some free fuel. Success, eventually. The good, free fuel. The bad, a half-hour argument with the quartermaster who insists that your chitties have not been stamped by the officer of incongruous request. Eventually, she grudgingly permits you to load your fuel cart. So let's not try that again then. But we did get 2 fuel. Okay, so Leadbetter and Stainrod ships will do you a fair job for a decent price, but they have a reputation for cutting corners. Have a reputation for reliable work for slightly higher price. This will completely repair your hull. Okay, yeah, let's do that. So 100 echoes gone. So all in all, we came out 50 echoes ahead in terms of going to Guider's Morn, because obviously the 100 echoes of damage was from there, and the 50 echoes that we got then from gathering the information to give to the Admiralty. So we should have some more port reports as well. Yeah, here we go. So Guider's Morn, got another 30 echoes for that. Human Canal is never very profitable. Okay, then we didn't really gather all that much, so I don't think we have anything else. We may as well just quickly, we got a memory of a distant shore. Okay, 10 echoes for that. And we did get a vision of the surface as well. I'm okay with where Terra is at the moment. It is obviously gonna rise up though. Okay, and then what else do we have? Let's visit our lodgings. Let's rest in our rooms. Okay, we can't read the papers. Let's go back to the city. Okay, I don't think we have anything again to sell here. We do not want to be dealing with you. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, I have need of a reliable agent. Failing that, an inventive one. Here are my requirements. An opportunity for profit. He has very specific needs, but he'll pay much better than market rates, and he won't ask how you came by these things. An occurrence, your objective, the venture quality is now 1, a dream and a scheme. The venture has a request, speak to him further or check your journal. Okay. So this one, something spicy, They harvest it in Wither to the north along the coast. 700 echoes. Wow, that's a lot. Something perilous. They sell these in Mount Palmerston, somewhere in the north of the Untersee. 500 for 7 barrels of the things. You won't find a better price. Okay, so why is it locked? Unlocked when objective venturous desire is... Okay. Unlocked when objective... Da, da, da. So we need 7 mother salt. Okay, and for that one then we need 7 devil bone dice. Okay, it's going to be a while before we get either of those, I think. So that is us done there. Let's go to the shops. Let's stock up on fuel. Okay, then buy some supplies. And a little bit more fuel. Okay, and then let's launch. And I think what I'm going to do this time is head this way, uncover this area here, and then head up kind of to the north and around this area. Yeah, kind of up maybe around this way to see if we can find the salt lines as well. But we'll have to see, because you know, every time when we set sail, I think we're going to be able to go to this place and that place and that place. But you know, the reality of it is that your voyages tend not to be that long because of the limit of fuel and supplies, and also if we get our ass kicked like last time. But let's set out anyway, and I think the thing to do is to visit the lightship to start. Then on our way back we might actually call in at the to the Three Sisters. Luminescent beasts like eyeless dolphins play in your wake. That's nice. Okay, now let's dock here. Let's go to the lightship, speak to the crew. Okay, one recent news lost. We got a Z story, which is decent. Then let's head off. Yeah, so off we go into the dark unknown. Let's send out our Seabat. No islands, okay. Let's try again on this side. Okay, now we're coming up on a landmass here. So it's crab cake. Okay. So Guider's Morn is all the way down there, so I don't want to be going down there again anytime. Oh my god, look at that thing. Yeah, I don't want to be going down the other way anytime soon, and I don't want to be going near that massive crab. He's almost as big as the Crab Cake Island. Okay, very foggy, but that may raise our terror, but hopefully it makes it more difficult for enemies to find us. This jelly flower managed to. Let's run. So it's about to attack. So let's just keep going. Come on. Yes, nice. Okay, now let's get away from it. Okay, should be able to easily outrun it now. Or that's what I'll tell myself. There's laughter from the foredeck, so at least the crew are enjoying the attentions of the jelly floor, but it has helped us to find a new place to pull in. So thank you, Mr. Jellyfloor. On a lonely desert beach. Pigmote Isle. Okay. We're back here, with these guys. On a lonely desert beach, there is no habitation in sight, no market, only an old rotting deck. A stretch of sand thickens into damp black earth from which sprout stunted palms, not quite, tall fungal growths with fronds like caps, as if someone has sculpted the idea of a tree from a mushroom. Okay, let's disembark. War. As you step on the quay, you hear clamour, shouts and shooting. You can see off in the distance smoke rising from beyond the hill and dots of fire flecking the horizon. Two tiny figures stand a little further down the quay, unmoving as if awaiting your approach. Okay, the Tale of Pigmote Isle. The following is an extract from the popular diary of a sea captain from London to Ireland and what we did there before we arrived. Washed ashore on Mutton Island and subsequently serialized in the Unexpungated Gazette. The author's identity remains unknown. The Tale of Pigmote Isle, in which a delegation is made, a choice is presented, war is declared, a most singular treasure is sought by all, and a new empire is founded with tooth and claw. Okay, so we've seen this story before, but what I'm going to do is, last time we spoke to the chief engineer and then the seneschal as well, the guinea pigs. Okay, so we've got the rat skin. Okay, I'm ready to make my choice. Okay, I favor the seneschal. No, it's favored. It's difficult. Yeah, let's favor the seneschal. So gain 1 fuel and 1 supplies. Let's visit the hospital. An elderly-looking KV greeted me, eyeing me gravely. Many of us sickened during the voyage, a rotting in our teeth, a weakness in the flesh. This isle was our salvation. The stronger among us made a pilgrimage towards the pool of Our Lady's light, and in miracle of miracles, they were cured. They bathed in her, they drank her sweet waters, and the strong brought the weak to her in turn. Soon we were thriving again, bearing our children, raising them to love Our Lady's eye, and see in it our deliverance. The elder looked sorrowful at the stick under his cure. Since the rat stole her, the sickness has returned. All this light is but a mockery of hers, and we gain from it no benefit. The only thing, the elder's ears and voice flattened in a hiss, that's helped our condition is the flesh, the very hearts and livers of the rats who stole her from us. So they're obviously eating the enemy. Okay. The seneschal led me to the southern side of the island. Skirting the chicken woods, we passed through a number of raised mounds of earth mixed with fortifying strips of mushroom flesh, which I supposed to be makeshift walls. The settlement was dazzling. This side of the island appeared to be absolutely wreathed in scintillac. The KV's dwelling was awash with silver phosphorescence. It was a large colony. Most noticeable was the steam pinnacle, the impossible lamb that had run aground, from which KVs came and went, bearing supplies. To the right of the ship, farther down the beach, a large group of KVs lay on the bundles of colourful cloth, whining and wailing as if in pain. To the left of the ship was a ramshackle tent of poles and linen, in front of which guinea pigs clashed against each other and sharpened their teeth. In the centre of the village was a covered dais, vertically festooned with colourful cloth and guarded by well-decorated knights. I suspected this was where King Grace-Naw kept counsel. "Be welcome, Captain, in the kingdom of Cavia, capital of our isle and blessed by the light of Our Lady's eye," the seneschal spoke solemnly, but with a hint of sadness to her words. "Or so it was, and shall be again. I must speak with our king and prepare your arrival. My page will show you the area and bring you in sight of his splendour in good time." Page, a much smaller guinea pig, in its fur braided with a slender strip of parabola linen, scurried over and bowed. The seneschal took her leave. Okay, so visited the hospital already. Let's visit the steam pinnacle on the beach. Was this indeed the impossible lamb? Wasn't it reported overrun by rats? The page chittered while I inspected the vessel. "Rats? Never. The splendour of Cavia overtook this vessel. I was born here, the first native of Cavia, but all our elders remember the voyage. It was hard, they say, but we were harder. But the sea is black and unkind. We were lost in the dark for weeks, and no one speaks of those terrible times. But out of the darkness came the light of Our Lady's eye, guiding us here to our own isle. In time we will ride the waves again. Perhaps once we have recovered our eye. Is it not splendid? It certainly may have been at one time, but I could see the hull had been severely damaged by Scintillac Reef. There was no way the Cavies could hope to repair it themselves. Wherever the page said, they were stranded here." Okay, then I visited the barracks. What chance could guinea pigs stand against the weaponed might of the Rattus Faber? The page led me to the barracks, where the knights didn't disdain to speak to one so undecorated as I. The page, however, was eager to answer my questions. "The rats have no weapons, none to speak of. What is a gun without a bullet? A sword without a blade? Ours are the supplies, the knives, the soft stuffs, and the glory. Their teeth are sharp, it is true, while ours," the page hesitated as the knight glowered at him, "are sharper. All praise to the flowers of the house of Cavia." One knight preened while another grunted indifference, working at a whetstone along its top front teeth. As I watched, a particularly vigorous swipe knocked a whole incisor out of place. It landed on the ground in a black and bloody mess. The knight gasped, grasped the tooth, and vanished from sight. Another glared in a way that dared me to make something of it. So those guys obviously are not in good condition. I had seen enough. It was time for my audience with the king. I plotted to steal the eye with cunning. Okay, so let's see. First of all, the page led me, crouching at first, and then on my knees before King Grace-Naw and the seneschal. The king was the largest guinea pig I had ever seen, easily twice the size of the largest knight in his retinue. The seneschal looked positively dainty next to him. "We are told," intoned the king, "that you have promised your assistance to the house of Cavia. This is agreeable to us, but what form shall your assistance take?" So we're going to go for this one. "I plotted to steal the eye with cunning. One should use shadows to catch a light. The rats would not even know we had been there, probably. Ships in the night. I spent a few hours scouting the rat's shoreline, determining the best point of approach. There, a cove thick with chickenwood, too small and cramped for guards to fear the mooring of a boat. My crew rowed me towards the very nice edge of shadow cast by the blazing eye, and I carefully swam to the rest. From shore, it was an easy enough matter to pick my way towards the settlement, and once I was within 20 feet of the eye, I sprinted. The rats shouted an alarm and scurried towards me, but my legs easily outpaced them. I smothered the eye in my wet clothing and bound with it towards the boat, waiting in the shallows while the rats around me fired wildly into the sudden dimness. Wailing their loss to the sea, the KBs rewarded me suitably on my return. So we succeeded in a failed challenge. Hail Cavia, an occurrence, your Pigmote Isle might quality is now 4. Vulnerable, an occurrence, your Pigmote Isle spirit quality is now 3. Conflicted, an occurrence, your Pigmote Isle civilization quality is now 5. Unexceptional, you gain 10 fuel. That's very good. Okay, now what did we do? The rats were defeated. Cavia was triumphant. All that remained were the celebrations and the continuation of our voyage. Oh, how we feasted long into the night. Then, so I invited one of the KBs to join us. They were reputed to be excellent swimmers, adorable enough to boost morale, and if time should become lean, I thought maybe a guinea pig stew would buy the crew a day or two before they started eating each other. I spoke up on behalf of the rats. The survivors were being treated poorly, but the rift did not seem entirely insurmountable. The wide dark sea beckoned. We had eaten our fill and our business was concluded. It was time to continue our voyage and see what other wonders and terrors still awaited us. I think we'll take our leave. I don't really like either side here. So the end. There you finished your diary entry and the final morsels of delicious rat flesh. The KBs line up to salute you as you leave the victory banquet, escorting you to your ship through the foundations of their new kingdom. Okay, so this time we didn't get the option to steal it from them. Yeah, we actually have a chance there. Your Pigmote Isle quality gives you an 80% chance. Okay, let's visit the rat ghetto. We might try and steal that sometime in the future. The House of KB has not been gracious in victory. The rats huddled for heat, clinging tight to scraps of stolen blankets. Success will improve Pigmote Isle's spirit. This guarantees you the rat star, but will cost 5 iron. Yeah, let's do this one. Let's assist in the revolution and get ourselves the rat star, because that's what we want after all. Outsider, grant us your strength. When our enemies lie humiliated, we will give you the rat star. Okay, a sneak attack. You lead a careful, chosen pack of rats through the chickenwood. The biggest ones wield weapons provided by the quartermaster. The smaller ones use their teeth to savage the throats of any KB guards in your path. The rat star is soon won and, as agreed, yours. In return, the rats keep your guns to continue their fight. Your part in this is done, but it is unlikely that you will be welcome back here anytime soon. Okay, so we got the Scintillac, which you know sells very well. And then we got exile from Pigmote Isle. The gates of the port are closed. Your welcome has been rescinded. Force your way in. How can mere rodents hope to keep you out? No, we won't force our way in. Okay, and then we're going to leave there. And that does bring us then to the end of this particular episode. So if you have enjoyed, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and posting a comment. And I really do hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye.